Hey, how you guys doing, man? It's Joe D, and welcome to Friday Share Beer for what is today, December 8th,
Yeah,
2017.
there we go.
So, welcome. We've got it's me and Mark. It's kind of old school right now,
hmm
which is fantastic. How you been, Mark?
Excellent, excellent. Good to be back in town, dealing with the. I'll show everybody here because it doesn't happen very often.
You ain't kidding.
We got snow here in Atlanta.
Look at that, and it's really snowing too, man.
Fluffy flakes, so it's kind of nice. It's not really going to damage the roads or anything, but it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. It's winter, I guess. Yeah, I was in Austin earlier this week for an investment conference, and
And
the front was
snowing
coming
there.
through there. Oh yeah, the front was coming through there on Wednesday, and they're like, "This is really weird. It's not like this." And then found out they got a couple inches of snow in Austin. I mean, they're getting a good amount of snow in Austin.
Yeah, there's some folks that I follow on Instagram in Austin right now. And well, yesterday they were posting pictures of the snow in Austin.
Yeah,
And the same thing. It didn't look like it was sticking or anything, but or maybe it was. I don't know. You said there was a
might
couple
be now because I hear they're getting some snow in Houston today. So
Houston, wow, that's really a shocker.
that's unusual. Yeah, especially now. I mean, it's just early December. So
yeah,
it's
it was in the 40s. Last night here in the southern Arizona. So, our forecast again is only 67 for a high.
Wow.
And 40 for the low again. So if it says 40 on my watch, it'll probably hit high 30s. You know what I'm saying? So, so we will see. Well, again, it's good to have you here in the show. I didn't know for sure if you would make it or not because I know you've had things going the last few weeks.
I got back late Wednesday night and mostly caught up yesterday. Worked until 1 o'clock this morning, getting stuff caught up. Still catching up, but good to be back. I don't think I'm going anywhere for a few months at least, so that's good.
Oh, okay, good. So let me put the link in the chat for those that need that sort of thing. So we've talked about before I get into like what we're drinking and stuff. We've talked about before. Hey, Coach, and hey, Michael, we've got Coach and Michael in the chat. There probably would be some changes coming, and it looks, I think I've told everyone before, or if not, just probably you, that I'm in the contract part of this negotiation part of our contract time comes up every 5 years, and so it's that time. So rumors are rumors, right? But sometimes you start getting down to some of the kind of better rumors, if you will, or little pieces of a bunch of rumors that you can kind of put together and be like, that's probably what's going to happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? You get halfway decent at these like figuring out the rumors from negotiations, after years of being in the union. So, there could be some, I hate to say too much because, it's just rumors, but some of it is it looks like it's going to affect my schedule. You know what I'm saying? So, it's not a negative thing for me personally. It could be very good. But you don't want to get too crazy off of rumors. So, but just putting it out there right now, it looks like it could affect my schedule. So we shall see.
Yeah. Are you going to get maybe more of the schedule you were maybe thinking you were going to get when you moved there a couple years ago?
There's a small chance I could have a daytime schedule, which could really affect the whole thing. I mean, both shows, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. That's
so in that case, we would have to totally readjust. I could be working more, which could affect this specific show right here.
Yeah.
But the Friday show was always kind of the one where it was like, we're going to do it as long as we can, and, barring my schedule and everything. So, but yeah, that's, for me personally, more money in my pocket is good. So you know what I'm saying. So that the rumors are heading towards a good way, but as you know, as it relates to the show, for me personally, it's and for my pocket, you know what I'm saying, which I think in the end is good for us all. And then when stuff affects our pocket, well, then you're like, hey, but. As far as the show and stuff, there might be some adjusting we all have to do again. So we'll find out. For now, I'm gonna have to kind of slow my roll on the travel to Europe because it's that same time frame, that end of March, April. That's our.
Oh, is that when the new contract would kick in? Basically, end of first quarter.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that makes sense. I mean, that's life, man. Things are always changing, mostly for the good. Every once in a while, not so good, but most of the time it ends up being good. You just have to make adjustments.
Just trying to put it out there in the beginning of the show. So when people start watching the recording and all that, they start getting wind of it and I wanted to mention it here because this is the show that it will affect for sure. You know what I'm saying? So,
come on. Like, okay, boss. Sorry, I gotta stop. I gotta do share beer.
Yeah, sorry, man. You know what I'm saying? It's time. Share beer, man. Sorry.
Toss that into the negotiations, right? I mean, hey, wait a minute. Everything sounds good except I need to add one small change.
Yes. Addendum 5.6 point. You know what I'm saying?
It is a worldwide phenomenon.
Yeah, that's true. You know what I'm saying? It should be part of our national contract.
I think it generally promotes world peace. I mean, so you could just say, is this company against world peace?
I mean, come on.
Yeah, just how you state it. I mean, and I think it really comes down to world peace. So
I think that is a good way to. I will take that up with the powers that be.
So funny. Yeah.
So yeah, I've got we've got Ron in there too, man. How you guys doing? He says, hey guys, still on coffee, but I guess he'll join. And greetings from Holland. We got Michael in there. Hey, how you doing, brother?
Yeah.
There's a link right there. If anybody wants to jump in on video, you're more than welcome to. I know that in Holland, it's beer 30 over there for sure.
Yeah. It's the end of the workday.
I mean, this actually is specifically for you because I made this show to hopefully attract more overseas viewers. So, what are you drinking, Mark?
Well, I just finished up a frozen dinner, so I'm going to top that off with
what kind of frozen dinner?
Frozen lunch. Yeah.
Did you go hungry, man, or?
No, it was it was called Smart Entree or something. So it's supposed to be healthy. So I figured it said it was healthy it said on the box. So
yeah,
it was good. But I know this is definitely healthy because this is all natural. This is Jekyll Brewing Major Hortons Export Stout.
Well, I don't think I've ever heard of Jekyll.
No, Jekyll is a brewery here in Atlanta, and they had a 6-pack of 3 different beers. So instead, sometimes you have to buy like a 12-pack or a case to get a few different selections. Well, they had a 6-pack selector, so 2 each of 3 different beers. So like a pulled pork porter, an export stout, and something else. So yeah, very good. But I'm going to open this thing up. And I thought it was a lower ABV, but export stout, it's an 8%. So, so I'm imagining it's maybe going to be in that similar vein as like Guinness export stout. I'm thinking that might be, kind of along that line. But let's see. Oh, it's dark.
And what was the name of it again?
Jekyll, Jekkyll, and it's Major Horton.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll probably get you.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah. So that is it looks like it's as dark as a Guinness, and it's got that kind of that cocoa colored heads. I mean, it is. Ooh. Oh, that's very good. It's a little. It's not quite as dry as like Guinness export stout, so it's a little maltier maybe. Um, but yeah, I mean, all the good stuff that you get in a just a straight up stout. I mean, there's real roasty notes, some coffee, no real chocolate, but more just real dark roasty.
Yeah, and
no real bitterness. I mean, you know,
it looks like a light bodied beer.
Yeah,
yeah,
lighter body, but yeah, I mean, but at 8%, you know, it's got a little bit of a kick to it. So right. Yeah, I might have to slow down to work a little bit here this afternoon.
Yeah. Well, you know, ask the boss, make sure it's okay. Run.
Yeah, I think the boss will approve.
But, make sure everything's on the up and up. You know what I'm saying? You know.
But look at that lacing. You know, drinking to get nice lacing on the side.
It does look good.
Yeah, it's very tasty.
We've got. Looks like we. Whoops.
Oh yeah.
Everyone here. So you got 2,000 totals on here. 28 in the last 30 days. 8% ABV. 2 IBUs. 3.84 bottle caps.
Yeah. Yep.
So this is kind of a traditional export stout that was historically made for shipping to the Caribbean.
So, yeah, it's very tasty. I'm enjoying it. Jekyll's a good brewery. I've been very happy with their.
We've got some honey alerts here, man. Hey, check that. Look at that. Hey, Deja.
They like the major, is I guess what they're saying there.
Yeah. Hey, how you doing? Right. and then we got Aaron over here. Hey, how you doing? Huh? On the beach.
Yeah,
that's
export stout on the beach.
On the beach. The Belching Beaver. Hey, that's one after my own heart right there. Peanut butter milk stout. Very good. Very good. Very good.
Yeah. No, it's a tasty beer. I'm gonna give it 3 3/4. I mean, I'm very happy with it. Nice Friday lunchtime beer.
Yeah. Well, I am having a local beer, actually. It's Huss Brewing. I've had this on here a few times already. This is their Coffee Kolsch. This particular one is a few months past its expiration, but it still has tons of coffee in here. It's unbelievable. It really is, because you look at this beer and you think, oh, you know, standard Kolsch, you know, and it's, you know, a 4.7% ABV beer.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's a total session beer, and I mean, like I said, it's a few months past, and it tastes just like it did when it was super fresh. So, man, they really nailed it. I mean, this beer is fantastic. It really is good.
I think cans are better for beer, I mean, than bottles, because you're not going to worry about any light or anything like that.
Right. Yeah, you're done with those sort of issues. I can show this beer here as well. And our friend Pat was the one that initially turned me on to this one.
Okay. Yep.
He brought me a couple of cans, and and then I immediately went out and got some more. So let me do a check-in on this one. I'll check. This little pop-up always comes up here when I do my first check-in on the computer. So, we got Sip Coffee and Beer Garage. Wow, I haven't heard of this place.
Yeah.
Huh. I next to never turn on notifications for every single brewery that pops up here, you know what I'm saying? But I like to be made aware of that venue, so that's cool. I'll have to keep that in mind. 10,335 total ratings on here, 228 in the last 30 days, 4.7 like we talked about, 16 IBUs, 4.08 rating. This is a Tom beer. Tom could drink this beer.
Yeah, Tom approved. Now, is that a seasonal beer? Does it come out? Is it only like spring, summer? Because you only had a couple hundred in the last month or so. So I'm just wondering maybe if it.
Maybe it is. You know what? That's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah, it did drop below 100, so it is winter in Phoenix now. So they're probably drinking imperial stouts.
Yeah, I was told today that I was absolutely nuts for still wearing shorts. and because it's below 50,
Yeah.
and for some people it's literally 70. Once you see the temperatures below 70, they're full parkas.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It is funny. Everybody well, it's snowing here, but I mean it's still not that cold. But people, with the full what I call puffy coats, they look like the Michelin Man, the big thing
Yeah,
with the fur lined and the boots and
that big George Costanza jacket. You remember when he
yeah.
wore one of those? People they look at me funny when I make all these damn Seinfeld references.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think they realize like how many life situations are in that show. Like,
oh yeah, that was the whole thing about that. It's just everybody could relate to all the goofy stuff that happens.
Yeah, it is a whole show about nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was fantastic. Anyway, yeah, let me look that up though. Let me look up.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting that there's 10,000, but only 200 in the last 30 days. So I'm
right.
betting it's like a summer seasonal order or something like that.
Yeah, I'm curious as well. So we'll look up Huss Brewing right here. We'll go to hussbrewing.com.
Good.
And let's see. Welcome. Are you 21? Yes, I am 21. Well, 22, but
yeah.
Who's counting? And here's their coffee culture, family of beers. Coffee. It looks like it's you know what I'm saying? I would imagine it. I don't know. It's
the Hustler Milk Stout. They look like pretty nice.
Yeah, because okay, so here you go. Yeah, because you got fall, winter, summer, and then that's where it started. So these are their seasonals apparently.
Huh. Okay.
Oh, Coconut Joe. Hey, I'm gonna have to look for that one, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so it looks like that might be. I don't see why they wouldn't make it all the time because it's a solid beer.
Yeah. Very drinkable too. 4.7%. Yeah.
Of course, I love that glass. That
Mm-hmm.
that style of glass drinks very well. Copper State IPA. Yeah, so they've got a decent little selection. There are other beers that I've had don't necessarily wow you. The Scottsdale Blonde's another solid beer. You drink it all day, sort of thing. You know what I'm saying? But drink all day beers don't necessarily like wow you, do they?
No, I mean, yeah, they can be flavorful, but yeah, they're not gonna. I don't think beer that's like under 5%. Well, sometimes like sours and that type of stuff can, but not the same way that like a good imperial stout or a quad or something like that.
Right. Yeah,
because there can only be. It seems like they can only have so much flavor in a lighter beer.
Yeah.
Just at least that. Maybe you can do it different, but it just seems like the beers that are lower ABV or it can be flavorful, but not like completely, blow your mind kind of stuff.
Now, I do have a pretty cool, I think is a pretty cool story to talk about here. And definitely beer related. And of course, what would you think, Mark, is the absolute kind of top beer food? Like what would you think is the would you think pizza as the top beer food? Wings isn't necessarily an international beer food.
I would think maybe, well, snacks, you could be pretzels or peanuts. I mean, that just kind of goes, but like actual food might be, pizza or snails. I mean, if we don't.
yeah, we have covered that.
Yeah, and just so we stay at the top of the search, we know absolutely nothing about slug embryos.
Now, explain to people. I don't think people recognize that we were on the front page if you listed snail, we were boom.
Yeah, we were right there because we are cutting edge. We're at the cutting edge of societal evolution, as somebody says. But snails are a huge like finger food, like in the bars and pubs in Portugal. And our friend Rui, whenever he's drinking a Superbock, is eating snails. Yeah. So we were just talking about that, and just because of the impact of this show on a worldwide basis, just because we talk about it,
that's right. Boom,
we rocket to the top of the search results.
Boom, all the way to the top. Boom, slug embryos. you'll find us, baby. That's
We're
it.
there. Speaking of, I haven't looked to see where we're at on that. Let me see.
Slug embryos, man.
And I bet we're still there.
For years we were top of the slug. If you're searching, you cannot get through. You have to go through us to get to slug embryos research. If you're doing slug embryo research, boom, we're it, baby. We're top.
Okay, so slug embryos. Oh, we have kind of slipped down a little bit.
Oh, that's disappointing. So disappointing. Well, not
on the.
We're going to be right back up there again now.
After this, yeah.
They've got the algorithm fine-tuned in, and every time we mention slug embryo,
next week
we're going
to be up there.
That's right. So we're getting some input here. Chris Clark says, I like beer with my burger. Earth says, cheers, everyone. Hop Friday. Hoppy Friday. Pork. What is that? Scratchlings?
Oh, cracklings.
Cracklings.
So basically fried pork skin. Yeah, fried pork skin.
Okay, I got you.
That's a good one. Potato chips.
Yeah.
Would be,
But could we all agree that pizza would be universally around the globe? I think even in China, they're like, yeah, man, pizza with my beer, right? Well, maybe not China. China would probably be the exception to the rule.
But pizza I think would be way up there.
In any case,
you got to maybe like fish too, like fish and chips and beer. That would be a good food.
Yeah. But Paul, what would you say? What?
Hi.
Oh, he's at work.
Well, you're at work. Okay.
No, you're at home. You're at home.
Not really.
Okay. Oh, okay. You're working from home today.
Yeah.
So what would you say would be Mark's named off a few different items that would be kind of universally around the globe, kind of a global pizza. I think pizza is a global beer food. What would you say would be a global beer food?
Oh, geez, anything picnic related. You've got bratwurst. Oh, bratwurst. Come on. I mean, that's
yeah.
I mean, that's German beer, German hot dogs. Come on.
Yeah, we've got so far burgers. We've got pretzels, pickled. You know what? The best thing that ever happened was those. What do you call those little mini burgers that they serve all the time now?
Sliders.
Sliders,
Absolutely.
dude.
Yep.
Sliders is the best thing that ever happened ever, aren't they?
Sliders are good. Yeah.
Man, when you're in the mood and you get those nice soft, what are they like, potato buns or something that they typically serve those on or something? They're just super soft, and you know what I'm saying? And
made famous by White Castle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Crystal here in the South. Do you have crystals in Phoenix?
I was just gonna mention crystals. No, we don't have them. I don't think we have them, but I've been there. You know what I'm saying? From my various travels around the country.
Yeah,
I have had a
southern version of White Castle. Basically.
In any case, let me get to my point. I spent like all this time on it.
Oh, there's a point?
There is a point, believe it or not. Yeah, I take the long way around. You know what I'm saying? The scenic tour. So Pizza Hut is to test wine and beer delivery with their pizza. And of course, where are they testing it? Boom! Right here in Phoenix, baby! Yeah! If I happen to like Pizza Hut, this would be a fantastic thing. I'm not necessarily a fan of greasy Pizza Hut pizza, but maybe I'll order some up. Now, this is the price tag for ordering said Budweiser pizza. You get the delivery options include 6 packs of Budweiser and Bud Light Shock Top and local Arizona-based craft brewer Four Peaks, which is also part of the Budweiser family now, right?
Yeah.
The packs will cost a flat rate of $10.99. The company is still deciding on the details of wine delivery, which will begin in January. No word yet on where the service might expand next.
$11 for a 6-pack of Bud.
Yeah, there's a deal.
Now, now Pizza Hut is a huge worldwide chain. Locally here, we already do have, I think you remember when I was in the hotel, I talked about some pizza chains that did deliver beer. And I believe it's the same price, and it's the same Budweiser and Bud Light. And here in Phoenix, Four Peaks is huge.
Yeah.
A lot of people like Four Peaks. They are a very, very popular brewery here in Arizona. So, as a matter of fact, when you're crossing in from California now, they have a huge billboard, and it's just Four Peaks. That's all it says. Four Peaks Brewery.
That's all you need to know.
That's all you need to know, baby. Four Peaks. Boom.
Yeah.
While Pizza Hut parent company Yum Brands is doing well with shares up 32%. To CNN, according to CNN Money, Pizza Hut is the weakest among their sister companies, Taco Bell and KFC. So the alcohol may brew up. That's a marked one right there.
Yep.
Added revenue. So
wow. Oh yeah. Well, $10.99. I mean, they're getting a 6-pack. They're probably getting a 6-pack for $3 or something like that. You know, $2 or $3 from Bud. You know, basically whatever the grocery stores pay for it. You know, what do they sell for in a grocery store? Like $7 to $8 a 6-pack usually.
Right.
So I mean, the stores are getting it for $3 to $4. So yeah, I mean they're like tripling their money on that.
Now, has anybody? Now we've talked about this, and it's been quite some time ago. But some Taco Bell sell beer and alcohol mixed drinks in their restaurant. I still have not been to one. Any of you guys been to one in America?
No, I have not seen. What do they call it? Taco Cantina or something like that?
Yeah, they do have a different name. Yeah, I think it's Cantina or something.
I haven't seen one. I was looking. I
haven't been in a Taco Bell in like 10 years. So
I was looking for them as I was driving around to Austin, and I didn't see any Taco Bells. Come to think of it, I always try to find weird, because every market's a little different.
Right.
So I was, but there were taco trucks, all street food in Austin was amazing. Yeah, taco food trucks all over the place. So maybe that's why there's no Taco Bells, because the food trucks.
It almost seems like Austin would be the perfect place for a cantina, right?
Yeah, that's.
I mean, it's a huge college town, huge tech market happening there. It seems like that would be possibly, a good market for that sort of thing. So, anyway, if you're here in Phoenix with me, then and you like Pizza Hut, those things have to go together. If not, there are other chains here. There is other pizzerias that not just serve beer and wine and stuff. Now the wine's coming later with Pizza Hut, but of the big boys, Pizza Hut, Domino's, Papa John's, I guess. Is Papa John's worldwide?
I don't know.
I don't know either. But Domino's and Pizza Hut for sure are. So, of those big boys, those are the main big giant pizza chains here in America. So, it looks like Pizza Hut's the first to start. And I did see some other articles. I saw Missouri is another state that's trying to get licensed. So you might see some in, I don't know if it's going to be Kansas City or St. Louis or both. But I did happen to see some headlines for Pizza Hut in Missouri. So
they're probably next. I don't think we'll see that in Georgia for a while. Probably not.
No. Yeah, it took them a while just to get 40 ounces or something, right?
No, they still don't do 40s.
Oh, you
over
still
over 5%.
I was really
that's what it was. Yeah,
40 today. I wanted a pound of 40, but I couldn't find it.
Yeah, and if you pound a 40, you better show the label and do all that stuff. Now, maybe you can help us out with how maybe we could fit some of these nice, expensive 6-packs of beer into our budget, Mark.
Oh, perfect segue, Joe.
It's not quite a Mark segue.
If you listen to the podcast, which I know Joe does, this week's episode was money doesn't matter. It's your behaviors with money that do.
Yep.
So did you like my analogies with the lottery winners?
I did, actually. Very good analogy.
Yeah. So now that was this week's podcast. And so it's how you behave. So if you can find a 40 on sale, that's much better than paying full price for a 40.
Yeah.
But no, so that was this week's podcast on financial behaviors with money matter more than money itself. So kind of along that theme, which you will see repeated as I go through 2018. That's going to be my theme for next year, is kind of
which is definitely key, because you know in the beginning of this thing I talked about how for myself, this could I could be making more money next year, which is something we all want, whether it be making a lot more money or making just a little more money. It's still you want a nice little raise. Yeah, once we all kind of would like, that's your dream, right? Win the lottery. But the key thing is, like, money is kind of a result, right? Like you do the hard work and everything, and you really should like what you do. And once you do, then the money happens. Like, that comes, but you have to change your habits. Like, if you don't have good habits, right? And you
easy come, easy go with the money a lot of times. I mean, there's so many stories of people that have high incomes, and what's that saying in Texas? I should know because I was just there. Big hat, no cattle.
Yep.
Yeah. So the people with making millions of dollars that have nothing, and then people that are, the story of the person that worked as a janitor their whole life and leaves $10 million to their favorite charity when they pass. So it's definitely money doesn't guarantee success. No. It's behaviors that will increase the odds that you'll.
So tell everybody again the name of your podcast and where they can subscribe. And
Yep, the podcast is the Financial Clarity Podcast, available on all popular podcast platforms. So iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play. You can get it through, and all your podcast readers are all there. We are a worldwide podcast, much like this show. We do have worldwide reach.
That's right.
But yeah, every Wednesday around 8 o'clock Eastern is when the latest episode hits the interwebs, and try to keep it short, typically 15 to 30 minutes. Most of them seem to be around 20 minutes or so. So something that's pretty easy to digest, quick, not too in-depth, just to kind of give you some basic ideas and tips on how to make the most of your money, make smart decisions, start working on improving your financial situation, however you want to do that. So having a lot of fun with it. I'm up to next week will be episode 14.
14, yeah.
Yeah. So, and I think next week's episode is going to be the problem with retirement planning and how to fix it. It's either that or make next year your best year. And I've got them both in the side. I haven't figured out which one to release yet. Maybe I'll probably do problem with retirement planning next week.
I have to make intro music. I have to figure out how to get that in here, because we've got the king of smoke. There is none higher. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, we need to get some Run DMC.
Yep.
We need to overdub instead of say King of Rock. We need somebody to do King of Smoke.
Yep.
The overdub King of Smoke over King of Rock.
Because we definitely have the King of Smoke in the chat right now.
Larry needs to do that. He needs to do that.
He says he's too drunk to log in.
King of Rock, and he just needs to do it King of Smoke.
He says I'm already having a beer buzz, too drunk to log on.
Oh, happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dilly dilly. Yeah,
so I think that should be a goal for 2018, Joe. We need King of Smoke. We need Neri to put together King of Smoke.
Yeah.
So if he's not familiar with Run DMC, Neri, just look up Run DMC, King of Rock, listen to it, and let's write the lyrics. Let's do that. That would be fun.
Oh my!
I'm gonna write the lyrics for King of Smoke, because you can take a lot of the. It wouldn't take that much change, really.
We should have taped a video for that when we were all in Denver. That's what we should have.
Oh my God!
That would have been great.
Right before you hit the pole.
Yeah. We could have like all donned our beanies.
Yeah.
And made a special Neri intro.
Some gold chains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
gold
sunglasses. Yeah. We could have. We could have thrown down the beat, and then we could have gone.
Yeah.
Yo.
He says you don't want to have me in the show at this moment. Hey, don't be scared, man.
Approved. He would not be mom approved.
Yeah, I think he's afraid for his mama to see him like that.
He doesn't want his mama.
That's what's up. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the link's always up there, man. You know,
Yeah.
Don't be scared, man. Don't be scared.
You get brave. Just click that. All you got to just click the link.
Chicken, chicken.
I double dog dare you.
Yeah. Hey, nothing a little harassing can't
Hey, isn't that
right?
online bullying? That's online bullying.
You bet your sweet ass it is. Yeah, we're bullying him, man. Yeah. Peer pressure. Chicken. Yep. Hey, Neri. Meow. Meow. Huh? Hey, you know, it's funny because he's
smarter than us. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, you know, he is actually smart. Yeah, because you know, I actually have made a fool of myself on here before. So, there was something that happened the other day, and it was the most innocent little thing, and I just happened to drive by. Actually, I was just as I'm driving by, I was at a stop light, right? And on the corner, there's a lot of development going on in my area right now, construction and stuff, and a couple of gentlemen were there, you know, and you saw 4 or 5 stakes in the ground, and the typical orange paint where it looks like they're going to build something. Obviously, I don't know if it's going to be a gas station or whatever they're building, right? And it just cracked me up because you could tell they just kind of finished painting, and then they just kind of stood there, you know, and I could just picture them having a beer and talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Like they were just talking. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that is such a typical guy thing to do. You know what I'm saying? You give guys, no matter what age, you give guys 5 sticks, boom, 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 and some paint, and just, you know, mark something on the ground, and they're just like happy. That's it. We could talk about that for right. Since you were a little boy, you know. Yeah. You know, hey, go out there and play. Go, you know, dig some dirt. I don't care. Get out of here. You know what I'm saying? And, okay. And you get your stupid sticks and you stick them in the ground. You know what I'm saying? And then when you get older, you talk about it, right? You're like, oh yeah, look at, oh yeah, we're gonna, you know, and we're gonna, and this is gonna be really cool. Yeah, and don't give guys beer and let them do that because my God, right? You could really have a conversation over that. What do you think, Mark? Is that something that? Is that a total guy thing?
Oh yeah, I mean, because you can, you feel a sense of accomplishment because you've built something.
You haven't even built it yet.
No, you just staked out what you're going to build. Yeah. So then you can spend hours and hours and hours talking about what you're going to build and how you're going to build it, and why it'll be the best thing you did
something. It doesn't have to be anything. It could be anything.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I did something.
Yeah, and if you have beer, and then what's going to make it a really long conversation is if you have beer and fire, right? Because you can hang out until the nighttime talking about, you know.
Oh yeah.
These sticks and these markings in the ground.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You can build the bonfire in the area that you put the sticks. Talk about it.
It happens in the office too, when people send emails.
Because you can hang on to the nighttime talking about it. Yeah, hey, there he is. Hey, peer pressure.
Online bullying works.
Yeah.
You can put bonfire in the area
now, what I heard recently was, see, you can't think of it as online bullying. You have to think of bullies as like challenging. Yeah, there he is. Peer pressure. Online bullying works. Yeah, we got a lot of headphones, man. Headphones. You can't think of it as online.
There we go.
That was me Tuesday.
Yeah, right. We're like, hey, Paul's here. Yeah. Okay. I'm glad he jumped in though. How you doing, Neri?
Neri's at work. Did he have the holiday party at work? Is that what?
No, he's in a different part of the mansion.
Oh, okay. All right. The Neri mansion.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm here in the living room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Outside the Christmas tree.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. Cool. So you do have Christmas trees and stuff. Cool.
Yeah, well, it's snowing here at this moment.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see it, but
no, we just see the reflection. I just see the reflect. Oh, well, no, you can. You actually can. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You can't see the snow coming down. Yeah. Very nice.
It's snowing. It's snowing.
Uh-huh. It's snowing here too, Neri. So
that's that phenomenon I've heard about, that snow stuff with that.
I had some wine on the job, and
Come home and have some more wine or beer.
no, I already had a Troubadour beer.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Very nice.
This one, the Troubadour Magma.
Oh yeah, yep. That's a
That's
good one.
Nice.
I ordered some because it was on sale.
Now, Neri, let me ask you a question because I want to find out if this is an international guy thing. Now, we were talking about how, I had seen these grown ass men, right? And they stuck some sticks in the ground and then, drew like some stuff around the sticks where they're like obviously going to build something, maybe a gas station or something like that, some sort of building, right? But for now, it's just a couple of sticks. And then they just kind of, folded their arms and they're real proud and they're just talking about it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yeah, and no matter what age you are, from the time you're 4 to the time you're 44, it doesn't matter, right? A couple of sticks and some markings in the ground and you're all happy. Woo-hoo-hoo. You know what I'm saying? Like, would that be a typical guy thing over there? And just, once you hit legal age, then you could drink beer and then it's really a thing, right? Because then you could talk all day about the thing that might not ever happen, but you drew some stuff on the ground.
But is it oh, sorry. Wait. I have to sit down, man. It's
We're
Uh-oh.
yeah.
Do we need to turn away?
Yeah,
no.
This is the stuff you have to get live. See, this is getting it live right now.
I'm gonna try some smoke, but let me see.
Oh, every time he says that, he gets like big smoke.
Yeah. He's like, oh, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yeah.
Yeah, but the problem is the light is very poor, so I don't think it's gonna work now. But
We've heard that before.
Yeah.
For everybody just watching this is our undisputed king of smoke.
Mm-hmm.
The light is really poor now, man. So
all right, yeah, he's making excuses. That means
okay. No, you didn't see anything. I saw something, but
yeah,
we actually might have got a dud.
The magic is gone this day.
Maybe it's the snow. Maybe that's what it is, man.
It's the snow, man. Of course, yes.
Maybe it is the snow. I don't know. Let me see. There's now the shoots. I didn't know this about the shoots, but apparently they have a whiskey. I didn't realize this. It's the second year of the Shoots Brewing making their whiskey, and it's very, very limited. As a matter of fact, I think in this piece here it says, well, it's Black Butte whiskey, and it's of course a partnership with Ben Distillery. It's the second release. So they released it. Yeah, last year was the first year. 2017 batch will go on sale Wednesday, December 6th at 4 p.m. at Ben Distillery's Crater Lake Spirits downtown tasting room, and that's pretty much it. Like, it's literally just that local Oregon area.
Say how much it is? I imagine it's probably pretty expensive.
I don't see a price on here though.
I bet it's like $50, probably
60 bucks. Yeah. That seems to be the price for high end, but not completely higher than normal, but not way over the top. I mean, it seems like 50 to 70 bucks is a pretty good. It's kind of that range.
Yeah, there's a lot of breweries that are now making whiskeys. I think New Holland. I thought, doesn't Breckenridge?
Yeah, I think Breckenridge.
Yeah.
Well, we saw some of them over there in Colorado.
No, that's true.
I mean, my God, I couldn't believe how many whiskeys there were, and vodkas as well. But the whiskey actually makes sense for people that know the process. You might as well do some whiskey, right? I mean, you're already halfway there.
Yeah, Dogfish Head was one of the first ones to do anything outside of beer. They were making vodka and they used to have that in the Delaware brew pub for a long time before anyone else.
Okay, so they did vodka.
Yeah.
Okay.
Peanut butter vodka was really good.
Oh, really? Peanut butter vodka?
Peanut butter vodka, yeah. That's good.
Wow. What would you put that with?
I don't know. I just had it straight. It was good.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
What would you put with peanut butter vodka?
Oh man, you could. That would go with a lot of stuff. You could see how. Well, you could. What would be good though? You could put a Reese's Mini in the bottom of the glass and then pour the peanut butter vodka over it instead of an olive. You can make it could be a Reese's Martini. You just put the vodka.
Reese's-tini.
Yeah, Reese's-tini. Yeah. I would, or chocolate. Oh man, you could do a lot. Or you could put shaved chocolate on top of that. That would be good.
Yeah.
Chocolate stout.
I thought that was pretty darn interesting because I don't know anybody that I have. This is literally the only news and apparently they released it last year. I didn't hear anything about Deschutes releasing whiskey. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of curious, Neri, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I'm kind of curious. They're starting some of the American car companies, and now not even the American car companies. You got Volvo into it now, and you got Porsche into it on a real high end. But car subscriptions, have you heard of this? Is that a thing over there where you kind of rent a car per se? You don't necessarily lease it or buy it. You kind of rent it, and you pay a flat fee, and you get the insurance, the car insurance, and pretty much everything's included for that one fee.
Yeah, we have it here too. Yes.
Oh, you do? Okay. Is it popular over there?
It's starting to get popular here. 2 years ago, a colleague of mine did it, and I think now 2 or 3 colleagues are having a little car they use for work to drive to their jobs, but it's limited. It's limited because of the distance.
Right. Yeah. Because you can only travel. Well, in your case, it'd be so many kilometers. On your contract, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so for us, it looks like roughly 12 to 15,000 miles is your kind of cutoff. It's a very, very new thing. As a matter of fact, over here, Volvo right now is the only one that's doing it nationwide. And for a reasonable price, only one vehicle from Volvo, but it's $600 or $700 a month basically, and pays for everything literally except for gas.
Yeah.
It's like a long-term lease without the option of
buying,
selling the car. So it's basically like you're just renting the car for. It's like going to Hertz and say, I want to rent this car for 2 years. And they're like, okay, it'll be $600 a month.
Yeah, because I didn't think about it that way, but yeah, you're getting the same deal as you would with Hertz, right?
Mm-hmm.
You rent the car.
When you rent a car, you rent the car, then they try to sell you the insurance. So you get the insurance, and then they get the roadside assistance package.
Yeah.
And then all you got to do is return it full, basically.
It's an interesting thing to me, so that's why I keep bringing it up, because they talk about this is going to be the future, and or part of that automated future is just you won't own a car, and that's how they're saying it is because, and I think you can kind of see it because cars are just your cheap cars now are 30 grand.
Yeah, it seems like you can get cars for less, but yeah, I mean it's the average price of a car keeps going up and going up. So
you can kind of see it. I mean, you know, when I mean there's people buying pickup trucks now for 70 grand. Ain't I mean, they don't bat an eye at spending 70 large for.
It's crazy.
Kan je niet verder? Leg maar even op.
So you can see where, yeah, you know, like you're going to get to a place where you literally just can't afford it. You know?
Yep. No, especially if you want a newer car.
Yeah.
If you want to buy a new car or drive a newer car. Yeah, it gets very expensive. Definitely does.
So, Paul, have you seen it? Have you had a chance to see the follow-up edition of that Budweiser commercial, the Dilly Dilly? Have you seen the second part?
No, I haven't.
When they're actually in the what do they call it?
The pit of misery.
Pit of misery, yeah.
Oh, I have not
they're
seen
actually in the pit of misery. And the guy basically, you know, I guess he broke out, and he broke out to get Bud Light, and he comes back, and they're like, "What are you doing here?" Like, it kind of gets some chuckles, but it's nowhere near as good as the
first one. Yeah.
Somebody showed me the other day.
Oh, go ahead, Paul.
The old swear jar commercial for the Bud Light. I don't remember those even being out, but it was funny. Like every time anytime somebody in the office said a swear word, they were supposed to put $1 in a bucket, and the guy would buy beer for everybody. So everybody around the office was like, "Oh, shut that!" Just swearing all the time. And
I think I do remember that. Yeah, I think that's been quite a while, huh?
Yeah.
I think, and they were cussing on purpose, really, to get
Yeah, they get free beer at work.
Right. Yeah, I think I do remember that. I don't remember it lasting too long though, or something.
Yeah, I don't remember it being out. Somebody showed it. Kind of funny.
Looks like it was 2010 or 2015.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's on YouTube. If you go Budweiser swear jar, you'll see the commercial. So.
Can always count on them for good commercials.
Yeah, speaking of YouTube, Joe, did you hear the big kerfuffle between Google and Amazon?
I've heard some rumblings of it.
Amazon is not apparently selling Google smart stuff on Amazon, so they're not letting. And Google's like, well, fine, if you're not going to sell our stuff, then we're just going to not give you access to YouTube, which is the biggest streaming thing in the world.
Period. Yep, no one's bigger.
January 1st, supposedly, if you have an Amazon Fire device, TV or tablet or whatever, you're not going to be able to get YouTube.
Which actually leads into another thing I wanted to talk about. Now, for all of us cord cutters, yesterday or the day before was it was yesterday for me, because that's when it hit me. It might have been the day before, so meaning Wednesday. But guess what finally hit the Apple TV? Boom! Amazon Video. So now you can download.
Prime now. Huh?
Yeah, you almost can't miss it, because they had an update, and so the minute you turned on your Apple TV, it literally the top thing in the new features for your update was that app.
Huh. Okay.
So they made that big a deal. So I was able to watch Thursday Night Football on my Apple TV.
Yep. Yeah, they stream it on Amazon now. Yep.
Yeah. So and that's what I meant through Amazon Video.
I keep trying to look for a solution. That might start to push me over. It keeps getting better. But my thing is the local sports. I can't get. Yeah,
we ended up getting DirecTV now, and then we ended up having the cheap local channel cable thing. I mean, we're still to get the local channels. It was like $10 a month or $15.
Now this was a huge last week. This has been huge. This has been a huge month for cord cutters, because it might have been, I think it was the end of last week. DirecTV sent me an email, DirecTV Now, that is. They finally got CBS, so I was able to watch.
I got that email Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah.
I saw that. Yeah.
So to me, see, and see, I was one of the original. I signed up in that time frame to get DirecTV Now. The 100 plus channels is what that thing is up to now. It's over 100 channels
Huge.
for $35 a month. So as long as you stay subscribed,
Wow.
you get all those channels for $35 a month. And
that's awesome.
I think that same package is, I don't know, 65 or $70 now or something. But in any case, man, DirecTV, and they promise to have DVR feature soon. They have a pause feature on there, and I think you can pause it now for 30 minutes, maybe.
Okay. All right. I haven't tried that yet. All right, but I did know I heard they were gonna roll that out, so that's nice.
Yeah, you have a pause feature. So what I've done, and once they got CBS, I canceled Sling TV. It doesn't offer enough channels for me.
Yep.
For some people, they just love Sling TV. It just doesn't get it. So I canceled that, and I signed back up for YouTube TV because YouTube TV has a fantastic DVR. I mean, and it what seems like endless amounts of space, and then you can have a lot of different accounts, and those different accounts get their own, I believe, their own DVR. I'm not exactly positive on that because it's only me. You know what I'm saying? So, but I mean,
I'm gonna have to look again.
For me, the Apple TV is the streaming device of choice, man. You get an Apple 4K device, Apple TV 4K device, man, and you're set. And that update that they came out with just a few days ago, I think enriches the 4K or did something like that. But there was also features in there. I don't have a 4K TV yet, but
yeah, no, I've been pretty happy with the Amazon Fire TV. It was like $40, but I got the stick, not the full-blown TV, so it doesn't have 4K, which I'm fine because our TV isn't 4K. So
right,
not a big deal. But yeah, I was able to get the Fire Stick for like $39, and then DirecTV Now is $65 a month. I think I pay for it, and we might be able to cancel local channels next year when our cable thing comes up. I mean, it's getting close. So, but bottom line is we're still saving. We're saving like $70 a month compared to the full cable package that we had before. Yeah. So
that's a lot.
Yeah,
it is a lot. I could seriously get rid of. I don't have to have the YouTube TV, and I'm still on the fence with it. But the nice thing is that it is a month-to-month thing, so I could just cancel it again.
That's what I like about it.
Even the DirecTV Now is a month-to-month, which is nice.
Yeah.
It really is. For me, I'm kind of locked in because I got that original price.
Yeah.
So
you got a lot less than I'm paying. Are you paying $40 instead of $65?
It comes out to like almost $38.
Almost, yeah. I'm paying $60, so almost $38. Come on.
Yeah. So if you were in that initial, it was that initial 3-month period. It was such a and so that. It's kind of like my iPhone plan. I'm locked into that thing. It's a little pricier now than other plans, but man, I've got unlimited flipping everything. So it's I feel like the same way with this DirecTV Now, and they are making good on their promises. They just keep adding more and more and more channels. And then when you were one of those original people that signed up in that first 3 months, they gave you a year's HBO on top of it. So
nice.
I mean, they really sweetened it up immediately, and they just kept sending emails. We promise we're going to do this. We promise. We promise.
I've been very happy with them. Yeah.
I absolutely love their guide. I'm not in love with it. It could be better, but it's not bad.
They need more robust search. I mean, that's the only thing I really miss between cable and DirecTV Now is the guide, and you can't search as easily.
Well, that's when I was looking at stuff. That's the one thing they said about DirecTV Now. Great selection, but their interface was not very good.
Yeah, the guide. I like the format of the guide. What I don't like about Sling is just that the guide blows. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I wish that DirecTV's guide. Now they've got the same basic guide that you used to with your cable, but it doesn't go far enough. It's not giving you. A little description on the show and stuff like that inside each one of those little bars. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, the Hulu, I've got Hulu, Netflix, and DirecTV now for me personally. And that, man, those three, and now that Amazon is on the Apple TV, man, that to me, that's just a streaming device of choice, because
I might look at that again. Yep.
And then Apple has their own TV app, and the only thing that's not feeding into that TV app is Netflix. Hopefully they can get that hammered out. But Amazon is in that Apple TV app, and it makes it really nice, because all you have to do is open that one app, and see all the programming that's on all those other apps. So you don't have to flip back to back and forth.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
Yes.
How's the weather there?
Oh, yeah. Talk about it, Mark.
I'll show you ours, Neri.
Because I have an old MacBook here, but I don't know if you can see it, but everything is white here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can see it. Yeah.
It's snowing here in Georgia, which is unusual for us.
Yep.
Oh, okay. It's snowing there.
Yeah, we got almost as much as we got about an inch or so on the grass, nothing on the road yet.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was snowing in South Texas yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys don't get a lot of snow, do you, Neri? You don't get that much snow regularly.
We had a lot of snow in the 70s and 80s, but during the 90s it was a little poor, and now it's
getting back.
it's really snowing, man. Unfortunately, this old MacBook has a bad camera, but it's really snowing, man. It's
yeah, good.
And it's about 1 or is it 1 degree or yeah, it's like 1.
It's about 33. Yeah, 33.
Yeah.
Neri, we are absolutely freezing here in Phoenix. It's 14.
Serious?
It's 14. People are just losing their minds over here, man. It's absolutely freezing here.
Yeah.
14
degrees.
Oh man.
So it's people are losing their minds here. So for those of us here in America, that's 58. But it's people are losing their minds. Now it'll be by Wednesday it'll be 24 and 25.
And 24 and 25. What's that in Celsius?
That's it in Celsius. Yeah.
That's it. Oh man.
Yeah. So you don't feel bad for the-
Neri doesn't get that warm in the summer.
I have to tell it to Irene. It's bij Joe is het nu 24 graden ongeveer.
Oh, lekker.
Everybody is going like, what? Oh man.
Yeah, that's Sunday. Fahrenheit. Sunday will be 79. And 75. Monday 77, 79.
Can you stop talking now, please?
That's and that's absolutely people are telling me hey man, you're nuts for wearing shorts, man. Are you kidding me? It is freezing.
Yeah.
Oh man,
it's so funny.
So yeah, in Celsius, Neri, that's 26 Sundays, and then the following days are 24, 25, 24, 24, 25.
25. And 20 is a lot already here. Man. 24, 25 graden daar. Oh.
You don't want to know what they're saying.
Yeah, now you know why we get a lot of snowbirds here in Arizona.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah.
There's a lot of RVs down here right now. There's a lot of a lot of gray hairs, including me. I am not. I do have some gray hairs there.
Kom kijken naar film. Kom kijken.
A lot of people in Canada have houses down here, and they live 6 months here, and then when it warms back up, they go back up to Canada and live. So
I told the children to be quiet, but it's difficult.
Yeah.
Got that.
Weg.
Yeah.
Nee, papa.
Weg.
That's all the what do they call it? Dutch, right? Or what do you
It's
call
Dutch.
it? Yes.
It's Dutch because she has an old iPhone 4,
Oh, okay. All right.
but she has this app called WhatsApp. You know it? WhatsApp.
Oh yeah, WhatsApp. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. She's,
Now,
she's very-
real quick before we have to go, WhatsApp translates, don't they?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
I thought there's an app that translates almost like on the fly, like almost live, like in a bunch of languages too.
Oh, wow.
I'm not sure.
It's
not.
Is it WhatsApp?
I don't know.
Is
I
that
don't know.
Snapchat? I don't know.
No, it's a messaging app like that. It's and I thought it was because WhatsApp is owned by Facebook, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
And I thought it was it might not be, but you know,
It could be.
but it could be. Yeah, there is an app out there and it's very popular because it literally translates like live, like real time. It's like really crazy.
It could be WhatsApp because Germany, all the Nordic, like Denmark, Sweden, a lot of countries are using it, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm really not sure either. I you know, just speaking, you know, off the top of my head, sort of thing. Hey Tom, what's up, man? And we got Ozzy and Basement Beer. And God, we got a lot of people in the chat today.
Yeah,
really,
the chat
really
is
cool.
The chat is growing. I saw.
So thank you, especially the Friday show, man. I mean, this is fantastic. Exactly what we want. A lot of people from across the pond, and that's fantastic. So thank you to everybody. Oh, I might have to cancel one Friday show. Let me see.
What?
I know, right? Yeah. Are you what? What are you kidding me? Yeah, I'm. It's probably gonna be the week after next, the 22nd.
Okay.
So I'll probably have to. That's the one, you know, going into the Christmas weekend. So I'll more than likely cancel that one, but the Tuesday show will be, you know, that one will go on, and then after that we'll keep going again. But yeah, I might have to that one I'll have to cancel, and then of course we'll have the 29th, which will be the one, you know, going into the new year. And then we still have to see if we're going to have a New Year's Eve show. That is a Sunday. New Year's Eve is Sunday. You know, so
come on, you have to do it.
I know. I'll have to figure out.
Because I have an extra long vacation for 2.5, almost 3 weeks. So
yeah, you need to
come on.
Nice.
Yeah, more than likely we'll squeeze that in. The 29th, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have off because so that might be a rowdy show as well. So we'll see what happens.
Let's do this.
We'll definitely. I'll see how many time zones I can fit in. I'm probably not going to be able to start that far across the pond and still make it all the way through. I don't know, man. I'm not Leo Laporte. Leo Laporte does all the time zones across the globe there, and he's nuts. But
you can hit like China and Japan and stuff. You just have to start at noon your time, basically.
I don't know. Have we ever had a Chinese? Have we had anybody from China? I don't know if we have.
But you know, there's a couple billion people there, so I think we could have a couple people.
I mean, come on, what's up? You know,
you're not blocked in China, are you?
You know, yeah. We need. Where's our marketing manager? We need to, you know.
Yeah.
Whoever our marketing.
I'm your marketing manager.
Okay, here is the marketing manager.
Okay. Yeah.
And our marketing manager's a little hammered right now, so we probably need to reschedule.
I'll get on that Monday, first thing Monday morning.
Yeah. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining. Remember, at the 22nd, there'll be no show the 22nd. But thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. We're here every Friday. What is that, noon Eastern, Mark? Or is that...
Yeah, noon Eastern.
Okay, we're here every Friday, noon Eastern, right here on YouTube. And every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube. You can go to my channel, Jody Reviews channel, and I have shows up there that you can set alerts to, or just set an alert just in general for the whole channel. You'll see when I go live, and you can jump in, man. That's an even better bet. Okay, guys, thank you, man. We'll see you, man. Peace out.
See you, Neri. People.
Peace out, man. Okay, bye-bye.
All right, man.